My name is Carlos Garaicoa. I am an artist. I am study thermodynamics in the school. And then I was been starting as an artist, as a self-taught artist. And then after finishing the army, I started to study art. Coming from this non-professional background, and I entered the university, and then I become a professional. My favorite projects, when you have 20 years of working, you have many favorite projects in your life because every one of them are together with you for many years, and then you sometimes you change and you move. But I can remember probably, I don't know, working in the early 90s, doing all these pieces I do on the streets, making photograph and creating intervention in the public space in the early 91, 92. That was a really good moment. I think every project from artists a dream. And I have a lot of drawings and writing that I wanted to do, as a project. But I do believe that, as well, being in a professional system in a way that you, even if past 5 years or 10 years, you always, or most of the time, you are able to do it. And but then I developed a big project in England for construct a library in England a few years ago, and we spent like 5 years developing that, and never happened. And I will really something that is still there. Not because I want to construct, this was because I believe that this building was very important for the city that I developed. It's not something that you feel it. The relation that you have with your background or with your life is something that you just carry on, and then you use it coming out in several moments. That is not something like you can define as as you have a pain on the feet or a headache. It's something that you carry on, and then I believe that, of course, developing in Cuba in a very specific context, with a very specific culture and a very specific political and ideological structures, touch me and make me what I do today. But I don't believe in this idea of I am a Latin American artist. I do believe, and for all my life, since living in Cuba in the early 90s, I've been fighting to be an international artist. I don't know why I have to fight now to be a Latin American artist. I don't think no interest in that at all. It's just a commodity. It's a new commodity for the geopolitical and geographical agendas from the mainstream thing. That's a long process. You don't know how it happens, but happens. I think it's many things. It happens with visibility, happens with discipline of work, happens with, I don't know, you belong to a group at a certain moment that you get the opportunity to be shown, and then I believe that I take it in a good way. And I've been doing pieces that been likened in many levels, and then you just ended there. I think it's a mix of things. No? I think you have to do what you really believe, and then in pursuing that, and you probably get to touch other people. And then I don't know, I propose things that I believe very much. I believe in what I've been doing as an artist. I believe in my ideas, and I believe that art has to be part of the culture and the context that you are living. And, even in the cultural and the political statement that you position. And that's what happened probably. When you do that, probably people think that is a good example of what they're supposed to do. And as well, I am running my career for 20 years, and I've been teaching and having friends, and I really connected to so many people. So I like to connect people, and that's probably what you call influence. And I've been developing certain things about architecture and thinking through the urbanisms for so many years that probably you can find it in other artists as well. But I think it's a natural thing. Language is there. People use language. I've been as well being influenced and getting some other people's ideas and languages to develop my own work. And then I think it's a natural thing, but I don't thought about that. I just do what I have to do. I've been very influenced by writers. Artists normally don't influence me a lot. And I really very much involved with Borges or Sebald or with Foucault and Roland Barthes and Italo Calvino's. Biographies I love to read people, what happens in people's life. Yeah, insisting. You have to insist. You have to not suffer, but you have to insist. You have to be tough. It's the only way to be an artist today. Just keep doing it. It's a long process. It's a long journey. It's not something for 3 years, 5 years, even 10 years. It's really a lifestyle. You have to live inside this.